Hello, my name is Dr. Onyebuchi Odianjo, but you can call me Dr. Buchi. Welcome to Dr. Buchi's Education Corner, where I get to share lessons and insights of how I earned my doctorate degree at 32. From challenges to triumphs, I'll be sharing practical strategies of how you can conquer your academic hustle. Please join me. Let's learn and grow together. In pursuing your academics, in furthering your education, for me, my PhD, there always has to be an inspiration. Personally, before I joined a corporate organization, I used to run my own business. It was a small business, and then I joined a corporate organization, which was a multinational. So I studied and understood that there were systems and structures that made the processes better. This was actually the problem with small and medium-scale enterprises in Nigeria. Systems and structures not in place limited me back then from excelling, so to say, because the frustrations of me being an SME was actually what pushed me to pursue a career in the corporate industry. So I thought to give back to that space, but come from a place of authority and understanding. So that's what birthed my inspiration to further my education. So I submitted my resume, I made my research, and I wanted to do an MBA, because I already have a master's degree. So I wanted to maybe do an MBA, but I shared my resume and I was advised that I could further a doctorate. So that was my inspiration, to be able to give back to the small and medium scale enterprise sector. So of course, yes, if you want to further your education, you have to have an inspiration, something that motivates you and has a good cause. In pursuing your academics, there are always challenges that you go through, right? Constraint for time was one of the challenges that I faced, but I had to find a way to balance it to avoid burnout. And what did I do? I tried to ensure that I set timers on my phone. I wake up early in the morning to ensure that I do some reading, do some research, and finish up my assignments and papers that I have to work on. And then also in the evening, I studied myself, and I found out that I have a free window where I get to surf the internet from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. rather. So I decided to dedicate 1 hour out of that time to be able to do things that relate to my academics. So that's how I was able to balance it. So we might think time is not a challenge, but time is a big challenge when you have quite a number of things that you're doing. Another challenge that I faced is finances. Pursuing your PhD, I don't think it's cheap in any part of the world. It was quite expensive for me, and it was something that I decided to do, and I was already an adult, so I wasn't looking up to my parents to be able to source that income. So I knew that I would have to let go of certain leisures and pleasures to be able to pay my fees, logistics, research assistant. One of the things I was able to do was to request that the school gives me a fair payment plan. Usually you would have to pay 2 installment payments, but for me, I had to let them know that I didn't have that bulk money to be able to do that. So I requested a personalized payment plan where I got to pay monthly, and the school being so kind, they were able to give me that. So I was able to manage my finances by paying monthly, and then also manage my time as well by ensuring that I assessed myself and found out that these were the windows that I had available. There will always be challenges, but you have to be motivated. You have to have a reason to manage yourself. So yes, so that was how I was able to earn my PhD. I had a motivation, I was inspired, I had a good cause to do it. And if I had challenges, yes, I already shared. Time and finances were constraints, but understanding yourself and having a good cause is one of the first things you need to understand before you further your education. See you next time. Bye-bye.